All right, welcome back everybody to another bike review, and I'm going to start this video by saying that I'm pretty confident that the bike I'm reviewing today is the best looking bike I've ever reviewed. Let's have a look at this 2023 Indian Pursuit. Okay, so if you've been looking around at purchasing a Pursuit, you know there are three different types of trim levels. We have the Pursuit Elite, we have the Limited, and we have the Dark Horse. So if you're looking at the Dark Horse edition, which is what this one is, that can also be ordered with a premium package. And this one, of course, has the premium package in it. So along with the premium package, you could also add this the Icon paint job. Which this also is. So the Icon paint job comes in two colors. There's a gray, it's called Quartz Gray, which also looks really sharp. And then this one is called the Pearl White Black Metallic. And in my opinion, I think this one looks the best. Like I said to start this video, I'm pretty sure this is the best looking bike I've ever reviewed. As soon as I saw it, I loved it. I love the color scheme, the white, the black, a little bit of red in there. Man, this is gorgeous. So regularly in that ultimate luxury package, it has the premium seat. The owner of this bike has switched that seat out to a Mustang. But from what I read online, the premium seat is supposed to be one of the best in the business. And it is, of course, heated for both passenger and rider. The premium package also includes an electronically adjustable rear suspension, where you have a preload that you can set for yourself, for passenger, for rider. I'm going to go through that in the instrument panel in a little bit, but I did that for myself. It was set up for a heavier rider, and once I adjusted it for my weight, it made an immediate difference. It also has what is called the Smart Lean technology that uses a Bosch IMU to tune traction control, ABS, and torque. There's also brighter and bolder lighting and more storage in the lower fairing. So lower fairing, it's got the storage right here, both sides. Not huge, but hey, you know what, for little stuff, why not? Everybody has some odds and ends they want to store away. One on this side as well. There you go, they're both identical. Then along with regular storage here, one on each side. This one's got power. This one's empty. So I had my phone in there before. Works pretty well. So power-wise, we have the same Indian 102 cubic inch liquid cooled V-twin that we had in the Challenger a couple of years ago. Same engine, 122 horse, 128 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 RPM. It has the dual split exhaust with resonator. Now the exhaust on this has been switched out. We have Reinhardt's on here. Now the tour pack and the saddlebag says it has 35 liters of storage. I don't know what that converts into gallons. I'm thinking about 9 gallons. The tour pack. Let's have a look at this. It's decent size. I have my one helmet in here. I don't know if you can get 2 in. Probably, but nice. It's nice and felt lined. Nothing gets scratched up. Saddlebags, your standard saddlebags. So lots of room in there for whatever you need. I like the way they close. They also lock with the fob on the key, which is really nice. You can just walk away, lock everything up. For fuel, we have a 6-gallon fuel tank. Overall height of the bike is 57 inches. Length 103. Seat height is 26.5. Wheelbase 66 inches. And full of fuel, bike weighs 912 pounds. Tires on this baby, these are the Metzeler Cruise Tech. We have a 19-inch on the front, 16-inch on the rear. The brakes are on the front dual, 320mm semi-floating rotor with 4-piston caliper, Brembo, of course. On the back, it is a 298 with a 2-piston caliper. Suspension on the front is a 43mm inverted telescopic fork. There's 5.1 inches of travel. The rear is a Fox single shock with hydraulic adjustment, 4.5 inches of travel. There's LED lightings all around. The bike comes with a Pathfinder headlight. This one has been switched out. So on here we have the Indian adaptive headlight. So as you're turning, of course, it follows you. And of course, we also have the LED running lights on both sides. Those are stock, which look pretty awesome. Okay, so of course you can't have a bike leaving it just stock, so the owner of this has added 16-inch suicide chopper bars, and man, these are pretty high. I'm afraid my hands are going to fall asleep riding this bike. These are also PSR adjustable levers, Memphis Shades handguards. We also have the Clockworks windshield has been switched out. Looks great. Floorboards. These floorboards have been switched out as well. They are from Indian. These are not stock. Man, they look good. You have a rider and passenger matching. Absolutely beautiful. There's a Kuryakyn toe rests right there. And like I mentioned, this is a Mustang seat. Mustang seats known for their comfort. But this one is great. Yeah, I talked about the windshield already. Reinhardt's. Those are 4.5-inch slip-ons. Look great, sound great. Okay, so getting into the 7-inch touchscreen here. This was one of my, when I reviewed that Challenger a couple of years ago, this was one of my my favorite parts of it. It's basically the same as in previous years, so you can set these up any way you want. So of course you have your fuel to empty, your speed, compass, tire pressure. Back one's not registering right now. So yeah, either you can, I think you can have up to 3 screens here. Map, volts, odometer, again, compass. Thought I saw one more before here. Yeah, there we go. You can record your current ride, which is pretty cool. What else do we have here? There's just your map and just your general settings and controls. So as I said before, the you can go in here, you can change all your settings, general, of course, whatever you want to do there. Just a ton of info. Audio, set up your audio within the vehicle itself. Cylinder deactivation, oil life, diagnostics, shock preload. So this is where you can set it up for your weight. So this is in kilos right now. I got it set at 104, so that's about 228 pounds. Then I guess, yeah, if the trunk is on, you can hit that. Luggage, solo. Just want to change it to passenger, whatever you want. And then that preload sets automatically, which is pretty cool. You can edit your, like I said, you can edit your weight there to whatever it is. Yeah, so tire pressure monitoring, set that up, whatever you want. And yeah, it's just endless. So I really love that part about the bike here. Your music, what do we got here? Your phone, I guess, phone contacts, map, talked about that already, and your current trip. So lots of good info. Up top you have your analog, you have your speedometer, you have your tach, total mileage on the vehicle right now, direction you're going, how much fuel left until you're empty, which you also have in here. So good setup, really good setup. And again, just overall, man, this is such a good looking bike. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so as beautiful as this bike is, the one thing we have to discuss is the price of it. So just this, the Pursuit Dark Horse Edition on its own, comes in a couple of different colors. It starts here in Canada, starts at $42,000. To add the premium package, which is what this one has, is another $3,000. Okay, and then if you want to add that Icon paint job, that's another $3 grand. So you're up at just a little over $48,000 Canadian dollars for this bike. On top of that, where I live, we have 12% tax, so you're well over 50 grand. So that's a lot of money for a bike, but you know what? Man, like I've said 10 times already, it's beautiful. So today I will not only be riding what in my opinion is the best looking bike I've ever reviewed, but I'm also going to be riding the most expensive bike I've ever reviewed. So let's see what we get for our money. Okay, here we are. A 2023 Indian Pursuit Dark Horse. First impression, what a beast. Why? Because of these. Holy shit. I've never rode a bike with handlebars this high up. I have 12-inch bars on my bike, on my Road Glide. And these are 16s. They feel awesome. Love these mirrors. I forget what brand they are. They look great. Actually, quite a bit of visibility in them. So yeah, so far it feels good. Feels real good. So I'm currently riding in sport mode. I'm going to kind of switch between sport and standard. See the difference in power. But man, you probably can't hear it, but this thing sounds awesome with the Reinhardt exhaust slip-ons. Very nice. So another first thing I'm noticing here, this is a pretty bad road that I've ridden lots of times on my bike, and the ride is absolutely phenomenal so far. So like I mentioned before, we have these different screens, and you can move them with just your glove as well. This should be your map. I don't know why it's not there. 3 different screens, all the info on your bike. Just a quick overview. So the rear tire pressure sensor is working now. It wasn't working before. Get you into all the settings here. Currently in sport mode. Just hit that. You go to standard. And you also have rain. Takes a couple seconds. Still thinking about it. There we go. We're now in standard. Yeah. Still real good in standard. But we're gonna, once I get through this little town here, I'm gonna open her up on the stretch of road there. And from what I remember, riding the Challenger in sport mode, It's got jam. Okay, we're gonna, here we go, we're gonna got her in sport mode. Let's see what happens here. Wow. That is nice. So yeah, just like I remember from the Challenger, just great power, 122 horse. I think it was 128 foot-pounds of torque. Very, very good. All right, Larry, where's our? Let's switch it to standard again. Yeah, that's still really good. Let's try rain. Let's see what that does to the power. Okay, it's in rain mode. Yeah, that's still lots there. And I'm only at 3,000 RPM. I think peak power's at around 3,500. So let's get the... hang on, I got a bit of drop of gear here, otherwise I'm going to be going too damn fast. I'm going to drop one more yet. Okay, fourth gear, I'm doing 100 kilometers an hour, 62 miles. So let's goose on it in rain here. Okay, decent. Let's switch over to standard. Does take a while. Okay, it's in standard now. Hang on, let's get it back to 3,500. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, you know what? Hang on. You know what? It seems like it's got less jam in standard than it did in rain. Does that make any sense? Not really. Mine's standard mode. Okay, let's go back to rain here. That was really reduced. Okay, rain mode. Okay. Or is it still thinking about it? Hang on here. I don't think it had switched over to rain mode. Let's keep looking here. Yeah, it's still thinking about rain mode. So maybe when I had that lack of power, I just thought when the screen moved over like that, it was set. Okay, so that takes a really long time to switch over. My too high RPM. I go to rain mode or something. Let's bring that down. Yeah, that's it, I think. That was too high RPM to switch to rain mode. Okay. Rain mode. That's interesting. Back to 3,500. Goose it. Yeah, like, I'm right at the end of the throttle here. Okay. Now we'll go to standard. Yeah, so the reason it took so long to switch to rain mode is because my RPMs were too high. So that just went to standard right away now. Okay, let's get back up to the 3,500 here. We'll goose it. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm scared to hit standard now. Sorry, I'm scared to hit sport now. Okay. Come on, there. Get over there, you bugger. Better make sure it's there. He's still thinking about it. Why does that take so long? Okay. patience. Oh, so you just gotta let off the throttle. Okay, sport mode, back up, 4th gear, 3500. I don't know, I didn't notice no difference. I mean, shit, standard was pretty good. Like, one more time. Oh yeah, there we go. Hell yeah! Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Lord have mercy! Okay, like I think I mentioned in a few of my previous bike review videos, we're a little bit challenged for curvy roads here in Manitoba, so I brought it out to here where we do have a couple. Not a lot, but it's a little better, and this is a little bit of a faster road too, so let's see here. Oh yeah, butter, she's butter. Hot damn. Keeping her in 4th gear. They're about 110, 65 mile an hour, 3,500 RPM. Still in sport mode. Very nice. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this bike. I really, really like it. Oh, God. Okay, 70 kilometer an hour turn. I'm going to do 105, 110, 30, 40 over the speed, over the speed limit, over the recommended speed. Yeah, you don't even feel it. Yeah, you know, if you would have told me that my hands were not going to fall asleep with 16-inch bars, I would have called you a liar. But what I was told, it has a lot to do with the position of your elbow. So, you know, my arm is still bent. I think if I were to ride with my arm straight like this, up like that, they would probably fall asleep, but I would probably drop it 2 inches. I would do a 14, I think. I love this bike. I love this bike. I love this bike. Wow. Now I had someone, a friend of mine, test drive. I think it was a Challenger last year. It was a stock Challenger. He came off of an HD, and his comment was that that Challenger had no soul. And me being the Harley lover, I'm like, yeah, right on. Love to hear that. But I'm thinking it was just because that was a stock bike with a stock exhaust. But man, you know, this thing here, shit, you put these handlebars on, you put that Reinhardt exhaust, good God, this thing has plenty of soul. I'm absolutely loving this thing. Absolutely loving it. Wonderful. Except for that goddamn cruise on the right side. Ah, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Shite! Ah, that's alright. That's alright. So this is for the windscreen. I think it's about halfway up now. Let's have a look. There we go. It's all the way down. I feel a little bit more wind on my face. All the way up is right there. So now the wind has shifted from being on my head. It's kind of hitting me on a little bit on the side of my chest. It's kind of puffing my jacket up. but I can just barely look over the top. So this is a Clockworks. I have one on my Road Glide as well. Those flares on the side make all the difference. So for me, I would say halfway. Right there, that's good. Man, is the ride good on this thing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I have it dialed in for my weight right now, you know, with gear and everything. So there were these buttons here. Hang on, let's see if we can have a look. Where is it? All settings, vehicle, shock preload. Yeah, so it's on solo right now. No luggage with a trunk. I'd be interested to see what happens when you, yeah, I guess you could just do this when you're stopped. Let's say a passenger jumps on and you hit the solo and you change it to rider. Now I don't know if you have to adjust the weight or if it does it automatically or what, but that would be real cool if you just hit passenger, one button, and boom, and she adjusts. That would be good. Okay, so we're coming up to a place called Powerview Pine Falls here in Manitoba. This is right on the Winnipeg River. I'm going to go over a dam. There's a dam up ahead. Winnipeg River, very famous for fishing. Lots of good fishing. So there's several dams along the Winnipeg River. The Winnipeg River originates at Lake of the Woods in Kenora and flows all the way. It's got about another 25 miles to go to the, I guess, west, and that ends up in Lake Winnipeg. So let's go over the dam. Yeah, beautiful spot, beautiful spot. A couple of boats there in the river fishing. Nice. Okay, so with the backdrop of the beautiful Winnipeg River, let's wrap this video up with my things I like and don't like about this bike. As always, lots of things I like. First and foremost, without a doubt, is the ride. This is the best riding motorcycle I've been on. You know, if you watch my BMW review, I didn't think the ride was all that great on that K1600 bagger, but I'm thinking the suspension wasn't set up properly for me, so I'd have to try that again. But for now, this bike is numero uno in ride. What else do I like? Not stock, but these handlebars. This makes the bike. These handlebars make the bike. It may be a little lower for me, but otherwise, oh man, fantastic. Number 3 is the info center. Not as good as the K1600B, but close second. Not as big and fancy, but got all my info in it. The look. This is a beautiful, beautiful bike. The colors, you know, other colors, I'm not a fan of black. I wouldn't like this bike in black. I wouldn't like it in, you know, like a maroon or anything like that. But this white with black and the red accents makes this beautiful. So those are a few of the things I really like about it. Stereo is also very good. Seat is comfortable. This is a Mustang seat. I would love to have tried it with the standard seat because it's supposed to be very good as well. But you know, whatever, it is what it is. So I don't know if this thing is heated or not, but I would want a heated seat on this. So, which brings me to what I don't like about it. Again, not a lot. I'm not going to talk about the damn cruise control. I've said that enough times. And I find it very hard. I found it very hard as I'm riding along here to think of something that I don't like, but I'm going to go back to what I didn't like about the Challenger, and that's this right here. This, I don't know, this is, you got such a beautiful bike, you got a $50,000 bike, and you got these analog gauges, and nothing wrong with analog, but they don't look all that great, right? They're pretty basic. So that to me should be LED display, and these are bad enough, but what's even worse is this right there, this 1980s style odometer. I don't like that. But again, that's it's minor, right? I could live with it, no problem. So if these gauges were to be digital to match up with this, this would be a dream bike. And last but not least, again, if you watched my K1600 review, that bike I went in thinking it's going to be my dream bike. It was very good, but I expected more. This is the exact opposite. Not that I went in not expecting it to be a good bike, but I didn't have a high expectation for it as I did with the BMW. And holy mackerel, this bike is awesome. I love it. I'm going to tell you right now, I like it more than the BMW K1600 bagger. I just, you know, I love the bars, I love the way my hands sit. It's got a decent exhaust on it, not obnoxious, sounds great. For me personally, this is my style of bike. So, Indian Pursuit, man, you blew me away. I love it. Would I buy one of these? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'd make the exact same modifications that the owner did to this. Change out the exhaust, change out the bars, and whatever else he did. The list is too long, damn it. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit subscribe in the bottom right hand corner. Give it a like, and as always, please comment. Leave me a comment, good, bad, or ugly. I love comments. I promise to respond to everybody, whatever questions you have, and just to say hi. So thanks again for watching this one. I think I'm done with bike reviews this year. So coming up next on the channel will be my trip to Newfoundland. That was 19 days of awesomeness. I'm going to try to condense that into about maybe 9-10 videos, hopefully. So again, alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next one.